Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with your host, Pearl Dane, the one and the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland, your lord and master. Off here to a 1v1 on Bayeux in the east. It is Elpern, fighting for the Oberkommand West Germany, Deutschland, das Vaterland. Here with the Lufwaffe ground forces with heavy fortifications, smoke bombs, Fallschirmjägers, valiant assault, and the airborne assault with double infantry Raketenwerfer. In the west, it is Rubinschwarz. Fighting here for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Communist Stalin here with the 6th Guards Mechanized Corps with airborne troops, Guard Rifle, and Guard Motor. Double infantry and anti-tank gun bulletins there. And there's always a big hearty thanks to my page supporters, these champions and heroes. And a big thanks to Andrew for donating and supporting the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money. Big thanks to Andrew. Also, fun fact, today's my birthday, so I'm turning a year older today and getting a year closer to the release of Carnage Flea. Exciting times. So yeah, very big thanks to Andrew there for supporting me around there. And of course, other people can support via Patreon themselves or donating via PayPal, or you can just comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button, spread the word with the mighty Propagandacast as far as possible. Kuban 40, we got Guineas on the way there for Rubinschwarz. Kuban going straight for the concept with the western point here. Elpern, they use the Kuban to cause that way engage. In some ways, slightly more efficiently, since the Kuban can cause, while it's not great on damage, and it's like sort of short term, it can, effectively, in some cases, create very efficient trades due to the fact, you don't have to spend manpower to repair it. So some players who can make really good use of the Kuban can actually gain a significant advantage by using the Kuban over their opponent, but they just have some other manky weaknesses. So, Fulton is the comes in the centre. We'll have to see what Mr. Rubin there does versus Elpern. Could he go for airborne troops? Scout Rifle, Scout Motor. I mean, they're all to some degree fairly classic, though perhaps their Scout Rifle. Constantly being bled out in the face of Elpern. More troops sending out their third conscript there for Rubin. Schwarz, up north, their point being seized by the Sturmpionier. Definitely need to fix up the Kuban pretty schneller. That's already close to veterans you want. Samax in the south here. So far, the Soviet players are off to a fairly good start here versus Elpern. We got the Volkswagen straight from the knees here. Striking hard for the German army. Fixing up the Kugelwagen. Troops reinforcing there. Bit of light murderous skirmishing there. Kuban moving in. North, we got the Sturmpionier straight from the Guineas squad here in the south. In Guineas, the Fox is clashing out. Kuban diving in hard. He's going to go straight for the Elpern. We've already got a squad here blocking such a maneuver here from Elpern, ruining his little ride. Is he planning another Volkswagen squad here, or is he planning fast tech, maybe some fast Fallschirmjägers? Some players do like to, shall we say, go for slightly lighter tier 1 to then utilise some more aggressive Fallschirmjäger builds, but it's actually that is what Elpern is planning here versus Rubinschwarz at the moment. We got more Volkswagens at least there, so at least not that hard of a Fallschirmjäger push. Skirmishing here and there. Bit more 50-50 split now between Elpern and Rubinschwarz here across the map. Kuban gaining veterans C1. As the third force there being bled out here. Constantly out there, Sturmpionier slightly backing off here. Got the full squad out there for Elpern and the German army, and a schwerer Wehrmachtschlepper there for Elpern. Kuban swing towards the centre. Fulton's trying to push for the Kampf, and the Engineers being forced in the southeast. Skirmishing continues. The Volksgrenadiers are very slowly beating the conscript, but it is certainly happening at a fairly sluggish pace. Fulton's then to fire from the Engineers, ground the centre with the Kampf of the Kugelwagen, but it isn't done, it repairs. The way that Rubinschwarz has built his forces up, the 3 conscript units definitely makes you think of either Guard Motor or Guard Rifle. Typically, if you're going to go for airborne troop tactics, most players would go for 4 conscript squads. So, I mean, he could always surprise us here, but my instincts are that he is planning Guard Motor, Guard Rifle here. Kugelwagen there going for the Kampf on under conscript push back, and needs a bit of trouble as well there. They're actually really close getting out with the Volksgrenadiers. I actually think could have successfully pulled it off. That said, need to hit the Sturmpionier, and probably should back the Kugelwagen for some repairs as well, because that thing is not going to take many more shots before it combusts. Truck out there for Elpern, Belgrade headquarters, the Kampfgruppe Hauptquartier. Almost got this on the victory point. And going for some fuel point, conquering 40 under fire from the Volksgrenadier and their K9TKs. Troops setting out there. I guess Volksgrenadiers are more likely to equip with an even more rough model of the K19K known as the Kriegsmodell, which was basically like the last-ditch attempt by the German army to produce like K9TKs, where they basically just like, you know, cut down on a lot of the extraneous stuff and just made them like really rough. I think some cases had varnish. It was just like, you know, you had a good chance of getting splinters by using it. It's a little fun fact there. And those were some of the last-ditch efforts there by the end of the war. Also included bullets out of steel and iron, which actually had a chance of fouling up the rifle more than others. So that didn't help out either. Plus the uniforms were also increasingly made out of low-grade material. And there you go, 5 minutes out of Elpern. Plus we do get the Guard motor coming under here from Rubinschwarz for the T-35, heavy mortars, gas rifle infantry, vehicle crew repair training, and marked vehicle. Crew van, they're pushing back engineers. Considerable some repairs there. But the 5 squad should give Elpern a bit more of an offensive element here. With the FT-42s and their CoH2s. There go, bun grenade straight away there. Oh no, I can't pop it. There was just looked like it was doing that, but it's already cooled down. Oh, straight into man with the Volksgrenadiers. This wasn't the Kugelwagen, that would have been the end of that one. Fixing up here, 5 tank through the country there. The front Vicks overwhelmed by the might of the Fallschirmjägers. The Luftwaffe's finest infantry. Miles down here for Rubinschwarz and the south country grabbing points here. Moving straight for the car point again here. Elpern definitely looking to disrupt his opponent's early game. The Fallschirmjägers end up having to fall back. Well, he commenced to more Fallschirmjägers, though 2 Falcon squads would definitely give Elpern a significant elite infantry edge here. But we got Rubinschwarz with the Guardsmen, those shorten the munitions for the DP light machine gun upgrades. And once more disrupting his opponent's fuel flow there. Very good by Elpern. He's been doing it. Oh, managed to get in the right in time. We got more troops rushing in here for Elpern to try and, you know, push him off the carve point. But there you go, engineers arriving. Flanking is flanking, but they're going to get murdered here by the Sturmpunen Volkers there. Guardsmen forces still not on the mission for the DP light machine guns. Engineers down to 3 men. Almost got a weapon engineers. That'd be great kill if Elpern over Rubinschwarz. Deny him a significant anti-infantry element there. But no, the engineers get away. And the engineers pull off the carve point. Final alarm to cut off Rubinschwarz resources. No further takeover for the Soviet player. Oh, he does get the weapon in regular engineer squad at least. That's something there for Elpern. Caused quite a bit of blow there to Rubinschwarz. He is quick to replace it though. Sturmpunen 7 kills. Kuban busy ground points up north. His opponent's just so focused on the carve point here, of course, which is sensible. It does allow the Kuban just to unopposed and uncontested throughout the rest of the map. Here's a thumbs up to Elpern on that maneuver. Mechanized command post up, no medics yet. He could of course try and rush ahead here fast for some Obersoldaten. And of course some upgrades for the Fallschirmjäger with additional FT-42s, which, while Relic is certainly displays like more of an assault rifle, which kind of was in the sense like was you'd call it a battle rifle, but the Germans actually tend to be like, you know, this mix between a light machine gun and an assault rifle, or a battle rifle, you know, bolt action rifle in a sense there. But like in effect, it was kind of what you call a battle rifle, which is how most video games also, you know, show it as. But again, it was in German, you know, design meant to sort of be a mix between a rifle and a light machine gun, which, interesting enough, is also kind of like the role they had intended for the assault rifle, the Sturmgewehr 44. Which certainly highlights something about how the Germans, you know, viewed things there. Car point secure there. Sturmpunen advancing. That's from the Sturmpunen there. He's being shot to base by the Volksgrenadiers here. Down to 2 men. We got a KNF up, and he's upside concerned about Rubinschwarz hitting with a fast T-70, though. So players yet to take up at all. In fact, he might just plan to go straight for T-34s. Either 76s or 85s. But obviously never a bad idea to be prepared for a fast T-70 from the opponent, or at this point, medium-timed T-70. And once we can see the Elpern is very focused later, in fact, going straight for the car point again here. Driving ahead for Deutschland. That said, his northern field point itself is being threatened here by Rubinschwarz and the Red Army. Can't push straight to the Volksgrenadiers. Got the centre here wide off on the Soviet cover side. 5 minutes between the forces of the FT-42s. More Sturmgewehrs there for Elpern's Volksgrenadier. And there you go, northern field being seized. That's going to definitely force a response there from Elpern. Got a full squad hitting northwards there, but the council will be dug in, plus this is easily about to further frustrate things there for Elpern. Could one rush towards the southern field point, but It's quickly being cut off from all infantry support, so Elpern needs to get it out of there. He's going to lose it. North here follows with the conscripts, with the incendiary are pushing the conscripts away. Then plus this one got the assault rifles. Rubinschwarz does not realise this. He could actually lose the conscripts there. In fact, there's a good chance of losing. Yup, that's a full wipe there. That's great for Elpern. Definitely a painful other to player who has still yet to take up. Comes to the folks with the Fallschirmjägers. Reinforcing. Company overrun by German infantry. And there you go, carve point hit again. Second guard squad out here for Rubinschwarz. Upgrading that one with DP light machines hopefully soon. There you go. Guards with the Fallschirmjäger, 7 kills. 8 kills in fact. No sign of further taking up there for Elpern. Blend cover grenade there for nicely. Thumbs up. Folks going straight for the use of lone health. Back at base for Elpern. Not much conspiring or happening there as of yet. And similarly Rubinschwarz. I mean, when I mentioned the game, he's still yet to build a single building. Like, that's going to be like fairly tough for him to then finally get going. Definitely feel like Rubinschwarz is slightly approaching this the wrong way. Plus, I mean, if he's going to like go straight for mechanized armor combination, he's still get it going, so he can that way upgrade the conscripts with the mobilized reserves upgrade as soon as possible. Elpern there finally taking up. That's good for him. That's great for a player. Opponent, that is. In the southeast Doom is the conscripts. Kuvag never actually 2-3 kills to assist the Sturmpionier as the Frontovics here. Quickly dropping down. There's Yevgeny and Fedorov drop dead. Northly going for the point there. He goes straight into a mine. And he goes setting up in the base there. Definitely starting to slowly see an increase in overcomers, but just straight up set up the Schwerpanzers on the base. Like, you know, starting to realise that these things are actually like fairly vulnerable. And certainly on certain maps, there's just like not much of a point in like advance if the opponent's just gonna like roll out a pair of field guns and just wreck them. At which point you're in a really, really bad place. I'm not talking Stalingrad. Falcon pushing ahead close to Veteran T2. And again, just another focus push here for the carve point. Ooh, we'll finally have the support company up there. Bung grenade here and oh, a bit too soon there. 2 flamethrower teams here. Obviously not concerned about Elpern laying down mines. Blend curve again, though. Really good use of the blend curve here. Disrupting here Rubinschwarz's defense of the carve point. Thumbs up to Elpern there. Schwerpanzer quarters upgrade, of course, means he can then upgrade his Fallschirmjägers once he has the munitions with an additional set of FT-42s, really upping their firepower here. He also needs to authorize, but he's not too far away from a Panther 4 model here, which definitely adds some pressure there to Rubinschwarz and the Red Army. Northern point, we've got 444 barbers of 396. Very close between the two commanders here, and we got take up there for Elpern, the Schwerpanzer quarters being authorized. But yeah, the third player really needs to start taking out there. He's being shot to bits by the Volksgrenadiere. The Volksgrenadiere is being shot to bits by the Guardsmen. Kubang fixed up Volksgrenadiere, Sturmpionier more or less all reinforced. You can equip the Fallschirmjägers with an additional set of FT-42s. Kind shoots, misses. Not much going on there for Elpern in terms of upgrades, and Rubinschwarz finally takes up again there. Thumbs up to that. Charging at the console C. Guns blazing, forcing away there Rubinschwarz Frontovics. Going straight again for the carve point there, looking once more to slow down his opponent economy. And spotting a mine there, using the mine shooter. Thumbs up to Elpern. Kuban going straight for the fuel point as well. Very consistent, I'd say, overall fairly efficient disruption of Rubinschwarz's income. Which is probably one reason why it hasn't been in such a rush to take up, but even then, you know, even if like, you know, just got a fast mechanized armor company, I couldn't go for a tank right away, there would still be the benefit of just being able to mobilize reserves for his conscripts. So I do feel like that's a bit of an oversight there by the third player. There you go, finally getting the second pair of FT-42s for the Fallschirmjägers. Looks Looks like Elpern only has so far gone for one there. Losing northern field point here. While Rubinschwarz having been quite a consistent harassing still, you know, Casey's done some fairly good work there against Elpern. Student Pioneer close being wiped out. And there we go, second pair of forces ready. Significantly boosting the firepower as the Third Infantry. Definitely threatening to wipe them out fast if Rubinschwarz is not careful. Halfway to XP on these Fallschirmjägers. Got the southern field on their red and neutral. Looks like we could see a split then, a twist then, who gets the fuel then. And here Elpern at the 15-minute mark, 30 seconds, calls in the Panther 4 Model J. Rubinschwarz continues to, you know, need to take out more. Elpern consistently cutting off the Russians' one's resources. Very good there. Southern field claimed for Deutschland. Panther 4 halfway down. Kuban being pushed back here. We got 4 kills on it near Veteran 3. Not bad preservation there of his Kuban there from Elpern. Pretty solid, in fact. And we got another Fallschirmjäger squad here from Elpern, calling in more elite Lufwaffe infantry to clash against the Soviets. Here with the Heimann-Göring Fallschirmpanzerdivision. Which was, as a fun fact, the Luftwaffe's Panzer Division. In fact, primarily those serving the Eastern Front actually at one point fought in both North Africa and Italy. Fun fact there. T-55 here for Rubinschwarz. Quick about the Ladno, but need to treat them before they get utterly annihilated. Double flamethrowers against unit heavy cover is pretty much like a must retreat for the unit in question. Wiring off the sandbags in the north. And of course, worth noting, Rubinschwarz currently has no anti-tank guns, so of course he soon does have a T-55, which is going to be a technical challenge there for the Panther 4 to deal with. Yeah, so with the field come as it stands, there's definitely a chance Elpern could technically get Helen tanks over Rubinschwarz. At least if Rubinschwarz sticks just to T-35s. Also, Kuban's halfway to a Team 4, that's pretty damn impressive. Down to the Fallschirmjägers. Season on the victim engineers, and there you go. T-35 has a round here for Rubinschwarz and the Red Army. Just reinforcing healing. Ooh, nice shot there. Kendall sending up there, and good shot that punched straight through the T-35 frontal armor. Panther 4 lands a shot that bounces though. Mine go up in the south, killing several, in fact, both Fallschirmjägers and Fulters. That's quite the expensive mine there for Elpern to hit up on. A great one for Rubinschwarz, that is real value. Up north, the Kubwagen finally expires. What a shame. Panther 4 shoots, kills a guardsman. Utterly annihilates the poor sword. Guardsman taking a hit from the Panther 4. Loses Yuri. And Dimitri falls into the great pixelated afterlife. Panther 4 takes nice from the T-35. Needs to get that one out and fully repaired here. And once more dispatching forces to grab this on the field point. Fallschirmjägers hiding out here. Second Fallschirmjäger squad could have caused our upgrades over the addition of T-42s, and there we go. Another pair of Fallschirmjäger Gewehr Schweinfürtzig there. Grab the southern point, we got contributing to the line fire the Volksgrenadier here, who are halfway to the ace level. 300 points left here for Rubinschwarz as the 440 feet of Elpern. Fallschirmjäger spring the ambush, but sand in the wrong target. Fire! Fire! Oh, scheiße, it's a Panzer. I don't suppose you could forget about it. Oh, scheiße, they're not forgetting about it. From there, close to their T3, but they're taking fire from a lot of sources. They're going down to 2 men. Elpern is forced to retreat them. And up north, we've got the Fultons and the other Fallschirmjäger squad now fully equipped. So was the guard squad there. That guard squad will have to retreat soon, or will be more or less annihilated. So on the front being claimed by Rubinschwarz as he pushes men onwards to more glories for the Red Army. Panzerformers picks up here for Elpern and Deutschland. The country got mobilized reserves. Thumbs up to that. There we go, Panzerforce ready. Could go for another one. He could also go for Jagdpanzer to deal with the T-35 plus any other tanks. Rubinschwarz may go for Elpern. Though with the fuel lead he is, he's definitely thinking a chance to just get the upper hand with the Panther 4. Do have a field gun ready here, fine for Rubinschwarz and the Red Army. That would be a definite chance of the Panther one. There go, great shot. The Panzer is cleaning through the frontal armour. North T-35 pushing forwards here. Kendall shoots, misses. And the fighting may go down to 2 men. We got the guard squad fighting excellent counterfire for the T-35 alongside the conscript. Forcing here Elpern to abandon these western fields. In the south of Feschberg, the fuel point. I mean, he's very consistent about hitting that carve point. And there you go. Elpern commits to more Panzer IVs. The Kennedys get closer in. The Falcons need to be careful that they can keep away the T-35 or the field gun near the armor cannon to deal with it. Being fixed up first though. The Kennedy shoots great hit then the T-35 folks pushing forward. They're threatening to Panther fast the T-35 and the Fallschirmjägers is just slaughtering here Rubinschwarz's men. They are being decimated, cut to ribbons out in the open. Almost got a wipe there. A field gun crew there is being slaughtered by the Fallschirmjägers, utterly annihilated, no survivors. Fallschirmjägers down to 2 men, 16 kills, half HVT 4. Definitely need to retreat that last man before it gets wiped. That'd be a huge blow there to him. Pops a grenade too. That seems a bit redundant. Also a bit wasteful there. I don't know what entirely was hoping to achieve with that one. Need to destroy that field gun or grab it, I think. But these, I think, folks on the T-35, I think losing out in sight and possible like other opportunities that we might, shall say, a bit more easily achieved here for Elpern as Rubinschwarz. There you go. Rubinschwarz has now seized the field gun and I don't think Elpern has a chance now to finish it off. Does he? No, gets away as well there, so... Chasing the more tantalizing target, he missed out on an otherwise good target he could have, think, much more easily and safely, dealt with. Guards goes to the 2 Panther Falls, both missed. That's pretty lucky there for the Serb player. Back at base, Elpern space troops are marching in and out. Rubinschwarz, of course, is likely just going to go for more T-35 with this Panther 4 menace. Shoots, misses. T-35 moving forwards, then engaging the Panther 4. Great hit we got. Also buttoning up there, the Panther 4 increasing chance of getting it destroyed, but the other Panther 4 is prohibiting Rubinschwarz just focusing on that Panther 4 too much. But now the Serb player is very close to a T-35, meaning more or less has the fuel. He just needs a bit more manpower to go there and he can really start threatening Elpern. We need to pull back the Panther 4s. And I think once the second T-35 arrives, Elpern should consider Jagdpanzer to sort of help deal with that. Up north, German troops making good progress here. And the Panther 4s are both in dire need of repairs. There you go, Rubinschwarz calling another T-35. Mobilising more Soviet armour to squash the fascists with. Points being seized here and there. Fallschirmjägers busy. 1 kill, 1 star. Fallschirmjägers not fully reinforced. Untouched with the Panther 4, but I feel like that is super risky there by Elpern. Might also have been a misclick or a mistake. Almost costing him the Panther 4 here. Like, he was very lucky with that. There had been a few more guard hits on that from the anti-tank rifle. That could have been a GG there move. But great on the guard from there and almost got them. And now he was focusing on the end with the Fallschirmjägers rifles. Missing opportunity to get a wipe down the guard squad. Moving in the Panther 4, be careful that under fire from the field gun. Moving in the Sturm plane to fix the other Panther 4 up north. We got troops flanking in here behind the Rubinschwarz flank there. There's some definite potential, particularly we had enough needs to pop down. This sort of thing could have gotten a wipe on some of these units. Panther 4 down against the guard squad here. 9 kills for T3. Once more on the carve point, but I feel like this time Elpern is extending himself into push, but it seems at this point less worth it than he's investing into. Almost got an engineer squad again, but looks like they will once more escape. Panther 4 on the T-35. The South Panther 4 pulling forward, going for the field gun. The Academy close being wiped out. This was a pretty risky assault, and there you go. Now there's the issue here for Elpern. He just lost the Academy to his opponent, meaning he's going to have 2 anti-tank weapons. Oh, he destroys it. That's actually fairly lucky there for Elpern. And 6-man Academy, there's definitely a problem. to deal with for an Orbital Commandos player. Bad to lose the Panther for risking it again. Almost got a lot in the conscripts. I mean, both sides definitely took some beatings there, but it does seem like Elpern came slightly ahead of it there, though he has both tanks in dire need of some intense repairs, though so does Rubinschwarz with his 2 tanks. Volksmen need to advance there. I think Elpern might have forgotten about them, which is a bit of a waste, you know, for a 340 manpower with a 60 munitions upgrade. That's not the sort of thing you just want, like, you know, stand about doing nothing, collecting stamps or whatever they're doing up there. Look at this one. I've got a novelty Stalin stamp. Where the hell did you get that and get rid of it? You know, the Führer only permits the Hermann Göring stamp collection for some reason. T-Firmingen blasting the folks into bits. 3 men down with a single shot of its 85mm gun. Similar to the Tiger tank, the 85mm gun, the Soviet T-35s and Su-35s. IS-1s was adopted from a anti-aircraft gun. Fun fact. Fox looking like with the T-35. 198 points there for Rubinschwarz versus Elpern's 419. We'll have to see what he goes for. Will it be another Panther 4? Will it be a Jagdpanzer? Will he try to stall for a Panther? Nice painting the Panther with the Guardsman. Ooh, good hit from the Panther 4, and the T-15 was like probably aiming at the Guardsman. Guard Squad once more narrowly avoids total destruction. Sturmpanier rushing in for this grab. The DP light machine, I can definitely understand wanting that one. Another shot from the Panther 4 there. Up north, the Volkswagens could be dealing with these Guardsmen, but are just remaining there. Smoke bombs here from Elpern. The way he's dropping them, I'm thinking it is in part for reconnaissance purposes, trying to figure out what his opponent's up to and then exploit that maybe. And there you go, they're actually going to go for the point, but is Elpern, if not realised, oh, there we go, he does realise. And there you go, we can get a bomb grenade there. Guardsman surprised, we got good grenade there in return, but the Guardsmen ultimately fall back in the face of the Volkswagens' riveting counterattack. We got 419s, 147. Panther 4 shoots, misses. No Jagdpanzer, no additional Panther 4. Does look like Elpern is now planning to go for the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Volksjäger here, very close to the ace level. And there you go, bomb grenade right over the hedges. Right in the mix of the engineers, and kills one person, and the other soul gets killed by the T-35. You killed him! No, I didn't! You killed Yevgeny! No! No, that was the fascists! The fascists fired your gun at him! Yes! Panther on the way to Elpern. And that unit got utterly obliterated by the 2 T-35s. No survivors. Ace level T-35 is definitely dangerous there for Elpern to tangle with, as it has a good rate of fire on top of its other advantages. Volksjägers force retreating in the face of the massed armies. Continue to push ahead. They almost got the Ace Panther 4 though, but the question is, will it be worth it here for Elpern if he does get it? Because he's close to losing his tanks here. And the Panther 4's almost knocked out here. Other Panther went to cover up. There we go, lost the Panther 4. A huge blow here to Elpern. Might even lose the other Panther 4 without getting rid of the Ace T-35. That is a huge problem. He loses both Panther 4s without destroying a single socialist tank. That is a massive blow to Elpern, and a huge win here for Rubinschwarz, who was otherwise in most ways losing. But with the destruction of these 2 Panther 4s, and Elpern, you know, again calling in a Panther, like if he had a Panther 4 more there, or Jagdpanzer, that would have been his win, but someone had to go for the Panther. So now he's going to have 1 Panther against 2 T-35s, including again one that is ace level, meaning it has a very high rate of fire on top of its other advantages. I mean, Elpern can technically still win this on victory points, but if Rubinschwarz just get very aggressive with his tanks, it's going to be tougher. He's catching the T-5 with the Panther though. Volkswagen's going to have the Guardsman. Ace level Volkswagen squad advancing there. 28 kills. Ace T-5 rush forces against the Panther. Volkswagen needs to support you with the Panther first. Schnell, Otto, the Panzer Faust. Is that it? Nein. That's the Schnaps bottle, you Dummkopf. And the Panther's just taking a lot of damage from the T-35, which again, due to the rate of fire, she's firing very often compared to the Panther. In fact, it's almost taking out the Panther on its own. Falchman 14 with the Engineers. Oh, it's taking too much damage. Trying to handle too much. He's risking the Panther. Here was the Ace T-35. T-35 is still self-repairing. That's a really bad place to do it, so he's just doing nothing as Elpern's Panther's taking 3 shots at it. Volkskamp die Sturmpionier pushing, but he's like fixing up the Panther too. Meanwhile, the Ace T-35 is being hauled back for repairs. Almost got the T-35. Really lucky for Elpern that Rubinschwarz really made that not a great call, but the Panther's almost actually too late just from shooting at it. It's like an experienced pinata. The crew just going, "Hey, Yuri, yeah, I can't help but feel we keep getting shot at. Maybe we should, like, relocate." "We can't. If we do, we'll get shot." "Oh, not again." So that inadvertently helped the Panther out a bit, but the problem is still, he's got one Panther against an Ace T-35, backed up by a lot of guardsmen. That was just brutal. We got 415 versus 71. Northern Pomp with the conscripts. And he does have a lot of, like, fairly infantry. Fixing up the Panther there. The Panzerkampfwagen 5. And Rubinschwarz can soon go for another T-35. Sending out these hero there of the Soviet Union, Order of Lenin. Falchman survived from the T-35, immediately retreating here. Elpern is not messing about with an Ace T-35. That is an absolute beast. Highly mobile, highly lethal. Panther's almost fixed up there for Elpern. Rubinschwarz getting close to another one here. We got 384 to 71. Rushing towards the northern Victor Ponty, we got the T-5 backed up with 2 conscripts here. Folks in their position will not be able to last long. Need to get the Panther in. They're of course not exposing it to, say, field guns and other stuff there. Fights really bad support. He's going to expose it to the field gun though. Got the guardsman flank. There you go. Betty 2 game, but there you go. Great shot there. Punches right through the side armor. Fights with the guardsman. Folks push back here. He could rush the field gun with his infantry, though. He's also got enough munition for Valiant Assault. He's like, there we go, Valiant Assault. 2 thumbs up to Elpern. Pushing it for Deutschland. But the Ace Vegas almost wiped out. Pushing it while exposing the Panther with 5 from the field gun and the T-35. Almost got it, though. Panther's down to half health already. Field gun crew exterminated once more. Pushing it with the Panther there. Careful, Elpern. Vorsicht, Vorsicht. Falschmakers, Sturmpionier, slaughtering the Engineers. Grab the field gun. But we've got guardsmen up on the other side here. Engineers being absolutely murdered. Turn to the guardsmen there, which I've definitely agreed with being the project. Got grenade off, and the folks are about to get wiped out. Panther moving ended up here with the Chief of the guardsmen being shot to bits. But in the end, Elpern's men are dying faster. You can soon go for a Panther. Panther shoots, misses the T-35, which races ahead here for the Red Army. Good hit on the Panther. Panther gets a return hit, but the T-35 there, almost got it. Folks is close within range, but not enough there. Need to fix up the Panther. Schnell got 340 with 71. He's got too much. There needs to be reinforced at the same time as well here. And he needs to fix up the Panther again. Meanwhile, Rubinschwarz is going for another T-35. Sandbag's up here. Troops in southwards. So yeah, Elpern's situation is definitely looking a bit risky. Very risky, to put it gently here. He was ahead, and he is no longer ahead. Salvaging here for extra resources. He's not going to go for a Panther 4 then. 29 number 71. Can't go for the Panther 4. No, he does go for the Panther 4. Phew. Alright, good. I was a bit concerned he's going to try and go for like another Panther right now. That seems really risky. Fighting dealing with the advancing engineers and conscripts in the south folks against the guardsmen there. Panthers once more ready to fight for the German army. Second T-35 ramming here, taking the southern position there. Guardsman the Panther, quickly forcing Elpern to pull back with it. Those Guardsmen have really done some heavy lifting there for Rubinschwarz as well. Heading northwards here. No pinlock machine on the Panther, by the way. That's a different oversight. Panther almost on it for Elpern. T-35 almost on there for Rubinschwarz. There you go. Panther ready for Elpern and the German army. T-35 ready for the next engagement. 22 kills. Grab the northern point. T-35 number 3 ready here for Rubinschwarz, at which point Elpern is really starting to get outgunned here. Which is great for the Soviet opponent, but really bad for Elpern. Particularly when it includes an ace level T-35. Panther needs to turn around quickly here. Good shot on the Panther with the T-35 there. Panther shoots. Good hit. Need to Panther fast that one. We got air support calling it. Elpern trying for one last ditch effort. There we go. The Panther's those driving right into the bits, becoming a central target for the search, using marked target on it. The Panther's not going to last for like 5 more seconds. It does get one T-35, but there's of course still 2 more to go, including the ace one. There you go. The Panther is kaput. Just could not match this amount of firepower being leveled at it. It was just completely outgunned, as usual. Panther will get knocked out with the 2 T-35s. Got 222 versus 71 here. Panther full lands good in the T-35, but is knocked out by the ace one there. An absolute hero there of the Soviet Union. That Elpern's armoured fleet is absolutely on fire, shattered and destroyed. And Rubinschwarz stands victorious in the name of Stalin. So GG, game over there, loss for Elpern, a victory for Rubinschwarz. A fierce fight here with a lot of back and forth action, but again, the Panther just ended up in many ways being an unfortunate investment there for Elpern, ruined his timing, kept up, leaving him undergunned and engaging others. Might have been able to win though again. You could also arguably just not push for it. Like, there's also like another way we could have looked at it. They are the way though. It left him with just the Panther when it arrived, and he just wasn't able to compete with an ace T-35 at all. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. Again, consider donating or pledging on Patreon. Will help me out a lot. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a nice day on my birthday. Cheers, everyone.